And what part of Miami did you grow up in?
The city. So that's why, having Haitian parents, they're going to want to keep you in the house. Like, okay, we in the city, but I don't want you to be exposed to just, you get me?
Mm-hmm. So
but
like
I got that shit though.
The city. Explain the city for the people that don't know. That's not from Miami. Like when you say the city, what could somebody reference that's not from Miami? What would come to mind?
Oh, what you mean, like Liberty City?
Liberty City,
Yeah,
First
Liberty
48.
City.
You know what I mean? Places like that. Like Liberty City is tough. Like
Yep.
So what was it growing up like in Liberty City?
Child, I went to Charles R. Drew Middle School. When I was there, they was fighting the security guards and shit. I'm talking about real fights. The security guards taking off their shirt, really going at it, jumping the it was real. Like I was like, if I can make it through that, I can make it through anything. But just going through this, growing up in the city, it was hood.
I am Super Sean, and this is Famous Before the Fame podcast. Today I got Bianca Don, aka the hardest in Miami. What's good?
Hi.
Alright, so I mean, that's a title now, the hardest in Miami.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what made you take that name?
Because I'm the hardest in Miami. I write good. I rap good. I'm talented as fuck. I rap about a lot of things that make sense, and you know what I'm saying. I kind of looked at the other rappers, male and female, old and young, and I'm the hardest. So.
That's what's up. So I mean, like, how you came across my radar, right? I'm scrolling through IG. I see a song by the name Girls Night Out. You know what I'm saying? You was talking your shit on the joint. You know what I mean? You was doing your thing. And then I seen you drop a couple more songs. You drop Poke and Beans. And in between you was doing like, performances. I seen you doing like, working. And this is COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID time, like you was still putting in that work. So like at that time, like during COVID, what made you still like go so hard when people was just like chilling?
Cause that's when I turned up. That's like, because it's like, you gotta realize, some people don't realize a great opportunity. You get what I'm saying? If everybody is doing the same thing at one time, especially when the world is open, it's like, you feel me? You gotta go that much harder. So if it's kind of like the survival of the fittest type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Haitian, so I already seen like a lot of rough shit. I seen worse times, and I know it's like tragic as fuck, but I feel like I was born for this era, kind of like, I just know. So yeah.
That's what's up. I mean, so you mentioned, you Haitian, right?
Mm-hmm.
So were you born in Miami or were you born in Haiti? What's the situation?
I was born in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haitian
I learned
parents?
Creole when I was 2, 3. And so it's like I knew both languages early. And because I grew up in like, a Haitian household, it's like I wasn't really outside like that young. So it's like I was a Haitian because both of my parents was Haitian. And I wasn't like really exposed to the other culture or exposed to like other shit.
And what do you mean by that? Like, because you're Haitian, you wasn't really like out, outside like that. Like,
so school, home, being in school, coming home, it was very little space for like other influences type shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the shit was learned from either TV or school, or like what the kids talking about in school. Like playing outside, that shit was very rare until about 13, 14. You know what I'm saying?
And what part of Miami did you grow up in?
The city. So that's why, having Haitian parents, they're going to want to keep you in the house. Like, okay, we in the city, but I don't want you to be exposed to just, you get me? So like I got that shit though.
The city. Explain the city for the people that don't know. That's not from Miami. Like, when you say the city, what could somebody reference that's not from Miami? What would come to mind?
Oh, what you mean, like Liberty City?
Liberty City,
yeah,
First
Liberty
48. City. You know what I mean? Places like that. Like Liberty City is tough. Like,
Yep.
So what was it growing up like in Liberty City?
Child, I went to Charles R. Drew Middle School. When I was there, they was fighting the security guards and shit. I'm talking about real fights. The security guards taking off their shirt, really going at it, jumping the. It was real. Like I was like, if I can make it through that, I can make it through anything. But just going through this, growing up in the city, it was hood.
First of all, what were you into at that age? Like, growing up, were you always into music or?
That age, what you mean, like high school, middle school?
Yeah, just growing up,
I want to be a veterinarian. I went to Turner Tech. That school, they actually have like a farm in the back, so I'm talking about cows, goats, and shit. They had that going on. Yeah, I wanted to be a veterinarian, but I knew how to rap. But I'm looking at Miami and I'm like, what the fuck? Last motherfucker to come out this bitch was Trina. So do I actually strive to go towards that way? And like, you feel me? Do I gotta turn into Harriet Tubman and fucking come up with the Underground Railroad? Or do I just, do what's easy, go to school, this and that? But I'm like, I have this gift in me. Every time I heard a song in my head, I'm trying to remix the shit. Oh, I would do it like this. I would do it like this. You get me? So, yeah.
Right. So, like, when did you like take it serious? When would you say you took it serious?
I took it serious, like, I won't tell you the exact age, but that transition between middle and high school. So that summer, right in that area, I had my laptop and I was actually like recording on the laptop. So I have the beat playing, I got the audio going, and I'm recording myself. And so I got YouTube videos and shit. I was jumping on, like, just doing like different little remixes. I remember DJ Khaled had a little contest where he was doing shit. And I was doing like little skits on YouTube and all type of shit. So that's when I really tapped into my creativity, because, yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah.